Hi, my name's Tristan O'Meara. We're out at Kurrabell in the hinterland of Byron Bay. Welcome to my workshop. When Didge came into my life, it was a really difficult time for me personally. I was going through a lot of struggles with mental health issues, drug dependency issues, having no home, and I really took off and abandoned my old life and met O'Meara. He's a Pitjantjatjara fella, and he really changed my life by introducing this instrument to me and teaching me to play. It just took me to a whole new world. It was a really positive step. How you going, everyone? I love making didgeridoos, not just for making didgeridoos, but for the lifestyle it gives me. I get to go and travel out bush and spend weeks on end under the stars camping, finding all the timber, seeing all the beautiful aspects of nature. I love the transformative stage, you know, from when we select a raw log out of bush that we find. We start getting into it, taking off the bark, taking off layers of wood, beautiful grain and the colours of the timber coming out as it gets slowly whittled down to the final stages, and the real beauty of that log comes out. You know, it's the birthing of an instrument. So once we've got the timber home finally, first job we're going to do is we're going to select a log. We're going to go through and choose what's suitable for a specific order, for a specific player. Then once we've got the log, we're going to strip the bark off. We're going to get it back there with the water blaster so we can really reveal some of the natural timber surface. And then once we've done that, we're just going to trim it up, measure it, clean the inside of the log out. Once all that's ready and the log's prepped, we're going to chisel and tune the log, which is the most important part. It's all about the inner bore, so we're going to chisel it out, fine tune it. Once that's good and the log's playing really well, then we're going to get out the machetes, the draw knives, and we're going to take off all the meat off the outside. So when it comes to shaping the outside of the log, we start off quite aggressively with the machete, and we're taking off big chunks of meat so we can really get into the log and shape it down to that conical yidaki shape. Once we've taken the bulk of the meat off, we're going to switch blades and just go onto a hand draw knife. And we really just want to take off small bits at a time because things can go wrong really fast with this stage. You don't want it to be too thin or it's going to be too bassy. You don't want to be too thick or it's not going to have much resonance. So there really is a fine line. Once that's done, we're going to make and attach a mouthpiece. The wooden mouthpiece really functions in two ways. It allows us to have a really comfortable playing mouthpiece. We can get to just the right size. It also has a practical side, as you don't need to keep readjusting wax. It's not going to fall off or anything like that. And it adds a lot of strength to the didge. It's going to help prevent any sort of cracking on the instrument because eucalyptus is pretty unstable wood. So by adding the bell trim and the mouthpiece on top with a cross grain, it adds a lot of strength to the instrument. And durability is what we want because, let's face it, they're not cheap, so we want it to last. Once that's all dried, then we get the next stage of putting it on the drum sander, final sanding, final shaping, and just really slowly take the wall back to get that nice thickness, really smooth, reveal all the grain. So once we've got all the bell trims, we're just going to do the final hand sanding, just those real subtle little touches, making everything look nice and neat and comfortable to play. We're ready to brand it with the O'Meara brand, which only goes on the best playing instruments. If it doesn't play well enough, then it goes in the fire. From that stage, we've got about another 5 days of sanding, coating, sanding, coating, sanding, coating, etc. And then when we're ready for the final polish, We'll spend a couple of hours doing that. Wax on, wax off like Karate Kid, and then ping, all the grain, all the beauty comes out, and you'll see the final product. And, that's what we're ready to play.
She's good to go. He's done. Happy? Happy. Beautiful.
I love the excitement that people get when they receive the instrument. I love the enthusiasm. I really get a kick out of just making people happy. That's my number one thing, is I want my players to be happy with their instrument.